So here's the deal, right? This team right here, I'm going to show you. You can do it with the Stormtrooper instead of the Shore Trooper, but the Shore Trooper is obviously better, right? So you can do this mission. This is Phase 6 of the Dark Side Territory battles. You can do this mission with the basic Stormtroopers at Gear 11 as long as you have veers zeta. Even the Imperial Probe Droid is Gear 11. I do recommend a Gear 11 Probe Droid, just so that you know it's hardy enough to take a couple hits in the event that you don't have the mods to make it fast enough to do what you need to do for its like competitive purposes. Because competitively, you want to mod your probe droid to die, right? It's a last resort, that last-ditch resort, you know, kind of help you to get through a wall in territory wars or something. You know? But you want to make sure that it can take a beating too, because you want to make sure it survives to its turn. Typically, modding for tenacity is a good idea. But the key for this particular game type, right, the key is do not use the Imperial Probe Droid's special ability where it applies target lock and removes buffs. Do not use that unless you have to. That is the #1 ingredient to success on this mission. Everybody is Gear 11, except for Shore Trooper, he's Gear 12. But I'm going to show you 2 other videos, or 2 other run-throughs. I've been saving my video, my previous territory battle footages. You know, one you know, three different territory battle footages. The 3 previous ones. These are my attempts, and so I've got them all grouped together, 3 different examples of me applying the same strategy. And that is basically, do not use the Probe Droid's special ability unless you have to. Right there, they were all stealth, it made sense. Okay? But, in the initial opening scene, right, it's okay to use the basic as its first ability. The best example I have to mirror this right now is the Millennium Falcon. I use the basic on offense like all the time. I don't even deal with its 3rd special. I don't even care what it does. It doesn't call an assist. So I'm going to use its basic every time on offense. So you never want to underestimate the power of a basic. The basic ability sometimes is the better ability to use. This game mode is the perfect example to say that the basic is sometimes a smarter move. Now in the 3rd phase here, you always want to try and get rid of Han and the orange jumpsuit rebel as fast as possible. The orange jumpsuit rebel, I don't know, is the pilot or something, he removes debuffs from the team. And although the team doesn't thrive on debuffs, you don't want them to remove them because you do want to leverage the debuffs you have. Now you don't need a Zeta on Imperial Probe Droid for this to work. You don't need a Zeta on Stark for this to work. You only need the Zeta for General Veers. So, anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy watching this Gear 11 basic troopers. I call it basic troopers, and you're using the basic ability. Watch the Imperial Probe Droid. Imperial Probe Droid's first move. Basic ability. That's key. That is key to success. The very first move, you do not want to use. You didn't need to. You wanted to kill the guy. You didn't need to waste an attack that didn't do damage. You needed to do damage, and so you chose basic. Here, we wanted to clear the buffs because we want to get rid of rebel spies. Right? The kill order is like orange jumpsuits, rebel spies, and then at the end, Han Solo. The rest of them, you know, just take down afterwards. Once you get rid of the pilots and the spies, you're in pretty good shape. So, Yeah, and then also it's always a good idea. And this is just basic etiquette with player versus environment kind of battles. In the 2 versus 3, which we're in right now, you want to use basics instead of specials to have your specials charged for the third round, right? I mean, this should be common sense. I don't know if it is common sense, but the basic idea is, don't use your special unless you have to, right? So at the end of the battle, when you're down to like 1 or 2 characters, there's definitely no reason to use the special. Now here you didn't need to, but it's phase 2. There's still, I know there's going to be enough turns because the rebels are pretty hardy in this game mode. And I knew there's going to be enough turns that it was okay I used my special. I'd probably get enough turns to go around for his special to get cooled down again. So as we see here, he's got a cooldown of 2 already. So 1 more turn that I can't do it. I probably don't want to do it the first turn anyways. That's just kind of the way the game allows you to operate. So even if I wanted to. But here it's basically, like I said, you want to get rid of the orange jumpsuit and then Han Solo right afterwards. And that's just the strategy. And look, we got basic troopers, snow trooper, storm trooper, and then of course Stark is like a machine. He's a machine on it. And then you've got veers zeta leadership, which is amazing. And I always find it fun that it seems to work out that I'm able to just use Imperial Probe Droids Explode to end the match. And it always makes me just like feel great. Like the way that the strategy works, it times up perfectly. And here's a second example of that. Well, I thank you guys for checking out my footage. I hope that this helps you to complete your phase 6 basic ability. Basic ability from Imperial Probe Droid as the first move. You do that, and the rest of the battle should be set up properly for you from there. Just play it smart. Don't use specials unless you have to. Know what the moves do, and use them when you need them. Use them when you know you can afford to as well. Anyways, enjoy the footage. I'll get my face out of here, and you can finish this last battle. And then afterwards, get out of here. Once again, like I said, you can end the match with Imperial probe droid exploding and finishing. Second time around. This is a different battle. You know, so it's just, you know, I love how it works out like that. I just do. Anyways, thank you so much for checking this out. Share with your guild before phase 6 so that you guys can kind of plan for the strategy. You know, where are we at right now in the game? It's like day 2. And so I think that by the time you guys see this, you guys will be able to use it instead of being able to see it after the fact. I wanted to do this so that you guys could have it beforehand. At least those of you that are going to watch this. Anyways, comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and then get out of here.
Get out of here.